delivering a memorable Paralympic Games with the support of our partners.
Inspiring, entertaining and enthralling action right across London 2012, and there's plenty more where that came from here at the Riverbank Arena. It's the deciding game in Group B to see who tops the pool. Would you please welcome to the field Brazil and Ukraine! Ladies and gentlemen, as is customary, will those who are able please stand for the national anthem of Brazil. And now the national anthem of Ukraine. The teams for this deciding match in Group B line up as follows, beginning with Brazil. In goal, number 1 and captain, Marcos dos Santos Ferreira. Number 2, Ronaldo Almeida de Sousa. 3, Fernandez Celso Alves Vieira. 4, Jose Carlos Montero Guimarães. 5, Marcos Yuri Cabral da Costa. 8, Yuri Gregory dos Santos Ribeiro. And 11, Gianfrancisco Brito da Costa. Substitutes: number 12, Jorge Luis da Silva. 6, Mateus Tostes Calvo. 7, Fabio da Silva Bordignon. And 9, Luciano da Costa Silva. And now, Ukraine. In goal, number 1, Konstantin Semashko. 2, Vitaly Trushev. 3, Yevhen Zinoviev. 4, Taras Dudko. 7, Ivan Dotsenko. 8, Denis Ponomariov. Number 11 and captain Volodymyr Antoniuk. Substitutes: number 12, Igor Kosenko. 5, Anatoly Shevchik. 6, Ivan Shkvalo. 9, Alexei Hetun. And 10, Alexander Devlish. Our match referee is Tom Neild, assistant referees Ross Haswell and Alex Kirkley, and our fourth official, Gary Holkey.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Riverbank Arena 7-a-side football tournament Group B. Brazil taking on Ukraine. Brazil in their white shirts, white shorts and green socks. Ukraine in yellow shirts, blue shorts and yellow socks. Brazil shooting away to my right-hand side in this first half. And Ukraine obviously shooting towards the left-hand side. And Brazil getting on its underway, back in towards the middle section of their own pitch and then up towards the left-hand side. So Brazil in possession, just outside their penalty area, left-hand side. Work back to a more central position, just on the edge of the area, on the edge of the D. Played forward a couple of yards up towards the edge of the centre circle. Brazil in possession and working it over towards their left-hand side. So Brazil looking to play it back inside their own half by a couple of yards. And it's happy to keep possession in the opening minutes here. Played down the left-hand side, looking for Dos Santos Ribeiro. Ribeiro in possession, goes back towards halfway, over halfway inside his own half, and Brazil just teed off to the left-hand side. Just short of halfway by a couple of yards. Low ball over halfway left-hand side for Brazil. A couple of yards in from that left-hand side, and the ball goes all the way back into their own half from Cabral da Costa's pass, and then all the way back centrally to the edge of the D in possession for Alves Vieira. Alves Vieira for Brazil. Brings it out of defence and rolls one short to the left-hand side. Crossing over halfway by a couple of yards, Almeida de Sousa. Down the left-hand side, looking for Brazil still. Looking to try and make headway, and a challenge comes in from Ukraine, and out for a corner, the first of the match with just over a minute gone. Ponomariov with the challenge, and out for a Brazil corner, far left-hand side. Brazil with a corner, left-hand side for them, right-footed in-swing it will be. Laid in short initially, back down by the corner flag, left-hand side for Brazil, and again looking to try and work it back down that line, down their left-hand side, midway through Ukraine's half of the field. All the way back to the edge of the centre circle, at the feet of Brazil's number 2, Almeida de Sousa. Over towards the right-hand side, the number 5, Cabral da Costa, tries to slip one down the line, ball just runs out of play, and that will be a Ukraine throw. Down their left-hand side, level almost with their own penalty area. Rolled in short, underarm to the captain, Antoniuk. Played into a more central position now for Ukraine, the current Paralympic gold medalist. As it rolled across to the right-hand side, Ukraine back to a more central position, just outside their penalty area by 10 yards in a central position there for Trushev. Trushev receives the ball once more and then sets off forward before playing a short pass to his right-hand side, 5 yards short of halfway, right-hand side for Ukraine. Rolled inside Brazil's half of the field, ball knocked out for a throw for Ukraine, level with the Brazil penalty area, right-hand side. Opportunity for Ukraine to work it short. Antoniuk, the captain, looking to cut into a more central position. Good tackle though, and Brazil will bring it away through the centre circle and across to this near right-hand side with Dos Santos Ribeiro. Plays it on his outside to the number 5, Cabral da Costa. Right-hand side the penalty area. Low cut back to the edge of the box. The number 11 for Brazil with a little bit of a step over, trying to weave his way in towards the edge of the penalty area, and he's actually fouled Ukraine defender there in the process. Brito da Costa with the weaving run inside the edge of the penalty area, but just coming away with a foul in the end, and Ukraine take that quickly. worked away midway through their own half of the field up to a central position just left of the centre circle now, and worked over further towards the left hand side of midfield. Midway through Brazil's half, back to the halfway line with Antoniuk. Back into their own half a couple of yards just short of the centre circle. Back into the centre circle they go at the feet of Dudko. Dudko over on that right hand side of halfway, works it back to a central position to Tryshev. Short ball and Tryshev receives it back, a couple of yards short of the centre circle inside Ukraine's half. Low ball through the midfield line, central position, cleared away by Brazil towards their left. Brought down by the Brazil number 5 Cabral da Costa. Back into defence on the edge of the D, and Brazil happy to enjoy a spell of possession now. The number 3 with Alves Vieira across to the left hand side to Almeida de Souza. Souza for Brazil looking to bring it down that left hand side. Almeida de Souza cuts in field to a more central position and works it across to this right hand side now for Brazil. Brazil's number 11 looking to try and tee one up down the right hand side again, right down by the corner flag with Cabral da Costa. Back to a more central position midway through Ukraine's half of the field over on this near right hand side. Brito da Costa back towards his own half he goes again in a central position, and Brazil very, very patient build-up at present. 5 minutes gone here at the Riverbank Arena in this Group B table-topping clash between Brazil and Ukraine. Brazil in possession just inside their own half, central position. Left-footed ball clipped forward into the Ukraine half of the field, spinning to a more central roll. Tries to take it down edge of the D, half a strike towards goal, just dragged wide of the bottom corner. But first strike towards the goal from either side at present, and Brazil with that opportunity created much of his own work there. The number 5 for Brazil, Brito da Costa, with a nice little ball down, and then Cabral da Costa with the effort, just sailing wide of the bottom corner. So Ukraine bring it clear from the centre circle, worked across to their right hand side, and a foul already given in the centre circle just inside their own half of the field. Central spot for Ukraine to take. Dutko is there to spot the ball down for Ukraine. Ukraine with a short ball over halfway. Antoniuk back inside his own half to Tryshev on the edge of the centre circle. Roll to the right hand side, too much on it though, just evading the run then of Dotsenko, and that runs all the way through and out of play for a goal kick. Brazil goalkeeper will gather. Dos Santos Ferreira rolls it out short to his right hand side. Brazil in possession just short of halfway on the right hand side with Brito da Costa. He clips the ball to a more central position, just inside Ukraine's half of the field, outside the centre circle, trying to weave forward again there, the number 5 for Brazil, up towards the edge of the penalty area, central position, over to this right-hand side on the corner. Brazil into the penalty area, Cabral da Costa, still trying to get the ball in, deflects away, and that will run out for a corner for Brazil, down their right-hand side. So Brazil corner, Cabral da Costa, some good work on the right edge of the penalty area again, earning Brazil a corner down their right-hand side. Worked in short, back down to the corner flag again. Right hand side for Brazil, teed back a couple of yards midway through Ukraine's half of the field, and they'll retreat all the way back towards halfway now, Brazil, and over halfway with Almeida de Souza, and then across to the left hand side. Brazil keeping possession, rolled further down that left hand side now. Nice run, drop of the shoulder to allow a bit of space, right down by the corner flag, left hand side for Brazil, just outside the edge of the box, works it back to a central position, just evaded everyone though, that cut back from Dos Santos Ribeiro, and the ball just runs out on this near side, the left hand side from a Ukraine point of view. 7 minutes gone here at the Riverbank Arena. Brazil 0, Ukraine 0 in this 7-a-side football tournament of the Paralympic Games. Ball worked in field, Ukraine in possession just outside the centre circle. Trying to slip the ball in a more central role and having to come back to the centre circle again, and Tryshev will pick that up in a central role. Lays it off inside their own half, Ukraine, onto the halfway line left-hand side to Dotsenko. He stamps the ball forward to the edge of the box, half cleared away by the defender, right down by the corner flag, left-hand side for Ukraine. Ukraine will bring people forward here. It is a throw, which Antoniuk will come across to deal with, the Ukraine captain. Antoniuk looking for support, has options, and he's got the short run there of Dutko. Dutko retreats back towards the halfway line, left-hand side for Ukraine. Plays it to Tryshev, who chips one back into the Brazil half of the field. Downwards header has Ukraine in possession, left-hand side of midfield with Dutko. Dutko, the ball at his feet, rolls it centrally now, just outside the centre circle, and Tryshev will pick it up on the halfway line. Right of centre, rolls one down the right hand side towards the right corner of the box, and the captain Antoniuk unable to take that in his stride. Good tackle comes in, and the ball out for a Ukraine throw. Level with the Brazil penalty area right hand side, worked short back a couple of yards though. Antoniuk, good tackle comes in on him, well, looked a good tackle, foul given, Ukraine free kick. It's 10 yards in from that far side, Ukraine's right. about midway through Brazil's half of the field. Opportunity for Ukraine to send people forward into the middle, and the first free kick in an attacking position for Ukraine of the afternoon's action. Antoniuk, the captain, taking charge of the situation, and he will look to deliver. Brazil with one man standing in front, the number 8 Dos Santos Ribeiro, and Antoniuk will deliver. Left-footed into the penalty area, headed away by Brazil, comes out to a central position. Ukraine trying to get there on the stretch there with Zinoviev, but away come Brazil. They've got a man over here, left-hand side the penalty area, great chance into the bottom corner, neatly dispatched by the number 8 Dos Santos Ribeiro, and on the counter-attack Brazil quickly sweeping away downfield, rolled to the left-hand side of the penalty area, well picked out pass from Cabral da Costa, and there was the number 8 to dispatch into the bottom corner. Dos Santos Ribeiro scores for Brazil in the 9th minute. So Brazil in front.
And that is Brazil's 50th goal in Paralympic 7-a-side history.
What a moment that will be. Collector's item there for the Brazil number 8, Dos Santos Ribeiro. The 50th goal in Brazil's Paralympic history. And it's been the day of landmarks after Holland notched their 100th in Paralympic history in this morning's action. And now Brazil have broken a record themselves. So Ukraine to get us back underway. The current gold medalists, of course, Ukraine, not used to this situation of trailing in a game. And indeed they are now, and they're having to come back in it against Brazil. Ukraine in possession in the centre circle. Antoniuk back inside his own half to Trushev. In the centre circle for Ukraine, looking to try and bring it away. Clips one up towards the right edge of the box, inside the penalty area. Goalkeeper came out bravely and slid the ball away, and Brazil will look to bring it clear down the left-hand side. On the halfway line, clipped high in towards the area. First time strike, just wide of the top corner. Beautiful ball from that far left-hand side into the area, and a well-timed run again from Cabral da Costa, arriving at the right edge of the penalty area. First time strike on the volley, over the top of the crossbar. Just unable to keep that down, side-footed towards goal, and Ukraine will bring it away through the centre circle, just inside Brazil's half of the field. The number 4, Dutko, makes a run forward and slips it to the right-hand side of the penalty area. Right corner of the box, but Brazil are able to bring it clear now, and they roll it down the left-hand side. Brazil in possession with their goal scorer, Dos Santos Ribeiro, and a short ball across to this near right-hand side for Brazil. Back to a more central position, just short of the centre circle, inside their own half. The number 3, Alves Vieira, across to the left-hand side, just miscontrolled though by Brazil's number 2, Almeida de Souza, and the ball just runs out for a Ukraine throw. On halfway right-hand side, Ukraine drifting into a more central position, ball at his feet, looking to try and weave it to the left corner of the penalty area. Ukraine in with an opportunity, back towards the edge of the D. Good tackle comes in from Brazil to dispossess there. Dotsenko, who got forward down the left-hand side of the penalty area, picks the ball up back near halfway. Dotsenko towards the left corner of the penalty area again. Ukraine having to come back towards halfway again with their captain Antoniuk. Slips it left-hand side again, just outside the corner of the penalty area, all the way back inside their own half now, still down this left-hand side, and then over to the right-hand side, midway through their own half. Trushev, low ball forward, direct, and looking for Antoniuk again, slides to win that back, and does so successfully, and finds the feet of Zinoviev, who rolls one to the halfway line again, left of centre. Dutko sets off on another winding run through that central position, rolls it to the left corner of the penalty area. Back to goal though, Ukraine have to turn away and then face goal with a left-footed strike well wide in the end from the number 7, Dotsenko. Half a chance as he found that little bit of space, didn't see too many options on, so went for goal himself, and it was well wide of the left-hand post of Dos Santos Ferreira in the Brazil goal, the captain of Brazil. Brazil able to bring it away just outside their penalty area, left-hand side. Down to walking pace at present, as they're looking to bring it away with their number 3, Alves Vieira. Clips one away downfield, up towards the left corner of the penalty area. Trushev with the header behind, and that'll be a corner for Brazil down their left-hand side. So Brazil in front in this Group B game. This group topping clash between the two. Ukraine, the current gold medalists, of course, of the Paralympic Games, looking to make it 3 in a row, incidentally, as well. And Brazil roll it back midway through their own half, left-hand side. Brazil back towards the halfway line, will build again and roll the ball across the centre circle to their right-hand side this near right, and the ball is collected at the feet of Almeida de Souza, trying to slip the ball to a central position on the edge of the D. Nice turn one way and then jigs back the other. Rolls it to this near right-hand side to the feet of the number 11, Brito da Costa. He switches it all the way across the left-hand side for Brazil, and then back to the halfway line again. Brazil over to this near right again now. Brito da Costa back into his own half. Under pressure, has to clip on, left-footed, right across field ball, and Ukraine are able to nip in temporarily and win that back. Down at their feet, right-hand side, with the number 8, Ponomario, trying to win that back, but Brazil just inside their own area, left-hand side, hook the ball away downfield, and it's that number 5, Cabral da Costa, who's seemingly everywhere on the pitch in these opening 15 minutes. Ukraine right-hand side, rolling the ball down towards the corner of the penalty area. Ponomario brings it back to a more central position, trying to work it across this left-hand side for Ukraine. Overhit ball, and the ball runs out for a throw. So a throw for Brazil, down their right-hand side, about 10 yards away from the corner of the penalty area, but it's actually played quickly back in play, and Brazil happy to keep possession. With Brito da Costa back to the edge of the D. Brazil down to walking pace as they look to pick out a pass. Left-footed ball, angled high towards the far left corner, right on in that attacking position down by the corner flag, and the ball bounces away, and that is indeed a Brazil free kick, has been noted by the referee, and he's just indicating that you'll have to wait for the whistle. Dos Santos Ribeiro is across there to take the goal scorer, just brought down there from Zinoviev, who just clattered into him, couldn't quite time his run there, has barged into the back of the Brazil man. Left-hand side, 15 minutes gone here at the Riverbank Arena. Free kick for Brazil. A couple of yards in from that left-hand side, and the number 8, Dos Santos Ribeiro, right-footed strike towards goal, deflects towards the edge of the area, spins back towards Dos Santos Ribeiro again, brings the ball down back towards halfway. Brazil keeping possession, but tight to that left-hand side and able to cut in field. Works across to this near right-hand side now to Brito da Costa. He steps beyond the defender, right-hand side of the penalty area, checks back onto his left foot now, and then switches all the way back into his own half, and Brazil again will build from the back. Just allowed to run back a couple of yards there, Alves Vieira. He's got oceans of space inside his own half, and just works it short to Dos Santos Ferreira in the Brazil goal. Right-footed clearance away, high downfield, just evades the attention of the two players just outside the penalty area, and the ball bounces away from the clearance from Zinoviev, out of play. Throw for Brazil down their right-hand side, midway through Ukraine's half of the field. Ball just being thrown off at the minute, 2 balls on the pitch temporarily. Brazil quickly take that throw. Worked away by Ukraine, left corner of their penalty area. Good tough tackle comes back in by Brazil, but Trishev is there for Ukraine. Edge of the penalty area, left-hand side. Trishev with the pass, cross-field ball, right-hand side. Antonyuk with space to move into now, the Ukraine captain. Slips one in towards the edge of the area, and Brazil are there again. Solid defensively, and yet to concede in this competition so far, Brazil. Bring it away down their right-hand side now, looking to try and set the runner free. Ball's gone too far, though, and that's going to run on behind the goal. The goalkeeper's ball to gather for Ukraine. Shmashko, I think it's probably the best name in the competition. Works it out short, just outside the penalty area to Trishev. Trishev with a central ball to Dudko, just outside the centre circle. Low ball centrally downfield, and Ukraine receive it back into the centre circle again. Dudko with the ball out towards the right-hand side. Ukraine back towards the halfway line once more, just inside their own half. And Trishev, central ball towards the edge of the D, and swept away downfield by Brazil, out of play down their left-hand side, Ukraine's right. Couple of yards inside Ukraine's half of the field. 17 minutes gone here at the Riverbank Arena. Brazil 1, Ukraine 0. Throw worked short, and Antonyuk will roll it away just over halfway right-hand side for Ukraine. Stabbed up towards the edge of the box. Brazil are in the way again, solid defensively as they have been all tournament. And now they look to catch Ukraine on the break again. Central position, just outside the D. Right-footed strike, brilliant save. Low to the right-hand side by the goalkeeper to turn it behind for a corner. But that man again, the number 5, Cabral da Costa, a real threat in these early stages here. An excellent tee off to him, and he set off on a run just outside the D. Right-footed drive, kept it down low. The goalkeeper Shmashko with a smart stop down to his right-hand side. Corner for Brazil, left-hand side for them as they look to deliver. Goes all the way back to the halfway line and all the way back into their own half though, Brazil now. And they will build from their own area again. So Brazil, who lost the bronze medal match in Beijing, will be looking to go better this time out. And they bring the ball up towards halfway. Left-footed ball up and over towards the right-hand side for Brazil. Interception by Ukraine, and they managed to bring the ball back forward now with Dudko. Dudko on the halfway line, central position now, right by the centre spot, works it across to the right-hand side. Ukraine, a couple of yards inside Brazil's half of the field, back to a more central position, midway through the Brazil half. Teed off by Trushev, then a left-footed strike on the turn into the arms of the goalkeeper. Did well because Ukraine man was just loitering in front of him there, but it was well watched by Dos Santos Ferreira, and he was able to gather. Brazil clearance away, long downfield and direct, looking to try and set themselves away as quickly as possible. Brito da Costa, right-hand side for Brazil, wins the throw, about 10 yards outside the corner of the penalty area, down Brazil's right. So Brito da Costa will take, looking for an underarm throw in towards the edge of the area, cleared away again by the number 8 of Ukraine, Ponomaryov, out of play for another throw. So Brazil down their right-hand side, trying to work it infield, but quickly given away, and Ukraine have that back with Ponomaryov. Now over to the right-hand side for Ukraine, 10 yards inside the Brazil half of the field, attacking down that right-hand side, cutting into a more central position, breaks back to Ponomaryov again, tees it off now to Trushev, who joins the attack. Right corner of the penalty area, Ukraine in possession, looking to try and work it towards the right corner of the box, central position for Antoniuk, didn't get the shout there of the tracking back man from Brazil with an excellent tackle to regain possession for Brazil. Work towards their left-hand side and lobbed over halfway. Brazil looking to try and get forward now, defenders just in the way there. Zinoviev is bundled over by the goal scorer Dos Santos Ribeiro, and that is going to be a goal kick for Ukraine. So high tempo game as expected here from these top two sides of Group B. Ukraine bringing it up towards halfway left of the centre circle and over halfway now with Antoniuk. He checks back and turns onto his favoured left boot and rolls it to this near left-hand side for Dotsenko. Dotsenko back towards halfway again. Ukraine just caught in possession there. Referee saying play on, and Ukraine keep possession. Down in their left-back position at the feet of Zinoviev. Plays a more central ball now to Trushev. Trushev looking to bring it out of that defensive half and up towards the halfway line now. Trushev on the halfway, clips one direct towards the edge of the box. Cushioned header back towards the centre circle is given away though, but Brazil in turn can't control. Brazil left-hand side of midfield, just short of halfway, hook the ball back in towards Ukraine's half of the field. The ball bounces off the shins of Trushev and behind for a corner for Brazil out of nothing. So Brazil corner, far left-hand side, right down in front of the big screen in the corner, and they're going to look to deliver from that far left-hand side. So Brazil in beautiful sunshine here at the Riverbank Arena, 1-0 up at the moment, and looking to deliver from a set piece in that far corner. Cabral da Costa, who's been instrumental in everything Brazil have done up till now, is looking to take from that far side. Works it short. Brito da Costa with the back heel. Cabral da Costa with a right-footed diagonal ball towards the corner of the box, just underneath the foot of Almeida de Souza, who's arriving in the area. If he could have controlled that, would have certainly been an opportunity for a strike on goal. But as it is, it slips away for a throw for Ukraine in their left-back position. Work short, and they're able to bring it away up towards halfway. Centre circle, right of centre. Dudko will chase. He'll keep it in play. Far side, right-hand side for Ukraine. Dudko rolls it centrally towards the edge of the box and swept clear first time by Brazil out of play, and that will be a Ukraine throw. About 10 yards inside Ukraine's half of the field. The ball rolled back towards halfway line. Ukraine slipped forward towards the edge of the box. Bit of space might open up here, left-hand side for Antoniuk. Antoniuk chases, gets a cross in, deep towards the far post. Too deep though, and it sails behind for a goal kick. So Antoniuk unlucky as he tried to find that little bit of space to the left corner of the penalty area. Dug out a cross, but just sailed on behind the crossbar and all the way beyond the goal for Brazil. They bring the ball away from defence, left-hand side of the penalty area, and midway through their own half now with Alves Vieira. He clips the ball left-footed downfield, down that left-hand side. Instant control down that left from Brazil. Looking to keep possession. Midway through Ukraine's half of the field and back into their own half they go. About midway through their own half and rolled across to a more right-hand side position, then back to the left again. Brazil keeping possession. Clipped forward by Alves Vieira downfield. Looking for the runner again, which is the number 5 as usual, Cabral da Costa, but Ukraine over on that right-hand side with Trushev trying to tee it forward, but Brazil have got it back inside their own half, left-hand side. Brazil in possession, given away, and Ukraine have it back. Antoniuk only just inside the Brazil half of the field though. Antoniuk He steps over halfway, central position, sets off on a bit of a run, plays a ball to the right-hand side of the penalty area, just outside the corner of the box at the moment for Ukraine, trying to find a bit of space, but Brazil with a very good defensive line again have forced Ukraine all the way back to halfway. Dutko will start again for Ukraine, drifting into a more central position. Low right-footed ball towards the corner of the box. Might break here for Panamariov. It doesn't. Another brilliant tackle comes in and knocks the ball away for a Ukraine throw left-hand side. Well, Brazil, who traditionally in 11-a-side football, not known for their defensive qualities, but they've been exceptional in this Paralympic Games. The ball worked to a more central position and back out to Antoniuk again. Antoniuk level with the edge of the penalty area, comes back to a more central role, trying to receive it again, the Ukraine captain. Midway through Brazil's half, slightly left of centre, rolls it towards the edge of the box. Brazil have got players in the way and they're able to shepherd the ball over by that corner. Trushev is trying to chase with the Brazil goal scorer Dos Santos Ribeiro, who did well just to usher the ball out of play, and that will be a Brazil throw deep inside their left back position, and it's worked short. Brito da Costa clips the ball away left-footed, but quickly picked up by the yellow shirts of Ukraine. Dutko sets off on a run towards the corner of the box, low drive, blocked away, might come here to Panamariov, just outside the D, central position, little back heel, left-footed strike high and wide, goalkeeper at full stretch, over to his left-hand side just to have it covered from Dutko's effort, but the ball just kept on rising and stayed hit. Dutko on the half volley, bouncing ball, and the goalkeeper flung himself towards that far top corner, and I'm sure he would have had a good claim that he had that covered, Dos Santos Ferreira. So goal kick, the Brazil captain will take, Dos Santos Ferreira, with 25 minutes gone here at the Riverbank Arena. Right-footed ball away for Brazil, over towards their right-hand side, and chested down by Cabral da Costa. Clip forward, down that right towards Brito da Costa, and the ball just runs out of play. So that will be a throw for Ukraine, down their left-hand side, worked in quickly, and Dutko on the edge of his own area, left-hand side for Ukraine, will bring it away to a more central position, midway through his own half, slipped over halfway, left-hand side. Dotsenko looking to bring it back infield. Dotsenko works one to the right corner of the penalty area, just unable to control there was Panamariov, and the ball just runs behind for a goal kick. Nice idea though, well worked ball towards the far edge of the penalty area, Ukraine's right. Panamariov arriving in the penalty area, just unable to latch onto that one, and the ball runs on behind for a goal kick. So the Brazil captain, Dos Santos Ferreira, will spot the ball down at the left edge of his inner box and then look to dispatch away downfield in his dark green goalkeeper's top and black trousers. His clearance away downfield. Ukraine with Trushev, hooks the ball over his head, back downfield to the halfway line in the centre circle. Ukraine, Antoniuk lobs it to the left corner of the penalty area. Well brought down by the number 7. Bit of space now for Ukraine. He waited too long. Brilliant tackle, absolutely superb, and no prizes for guessing who. Cabral da Costa back again to slide in out of nowhere and take that off the toe of the Ukraine number 7, Dotsenko, who just wanted a little bit too much time before striking that towards goal. And Ukraine with a corner, left-hand side, and Antoniuk will take. Whips it into the penalty area, headed away again by Cabral da Costa, and out of play on this near side, Ukraine's left, about 10 yards away from the corner of the penalty area. So Ukraine looking to work it in from this left-hand side. Antoniuk slips one to the left edge of the penalty area to Panamariov. He tries to turn beyond the defender. Brilliant defending again by Brazil. Wrapped a foot round it to try and hook it back in play. And Brazil clear out again for another Ukraine throw. Almost identical position to the previous one, which Dutko takes quickly. Dutko now for Ukraine. Rolls it centrally, just outside the D. Brazil in quickly with a foul though. Just knocked it through his legs and then brought down the number 7 appended just outside the penalty area. Dotsenko brought down for Ukraine, and a free kick in a promising position. So Brazil conceding that free kick about 5 yards outside the D, left of centre, and a real opportunity here for Ukraine to maybe get themselves back in it, certainly for a strike on goal. Brazil looking to formulate a wall just inside that D at present, a 2-man wall at the moment. The referee just marching them out and he's telling them to go back a couple more yards inside that D before this free kick can be taken. It's a Ukraine free kick which Dutko stands over, the number 4 for Ukraine, and he strikes it into the wall low, deflection, turned away as it broke back into the area to the number 7 Dotsenko. His effort was blocked as well, and Brazil just seemed to be everywhere. Every opportunity Ukraine get, Brazil have got a defender in the way. They can have their work cut out this afternoon, Ukraine, no question about that. Antoniuk, Dutko, back to Antoniuk again down this left-hand side, up towards the left corner of the box. Tries to slip it inside the box by a couple of yards. Lob back towards Antoniuk outside that penalty area and all the way back to the edge of the centre circle at the feet of the number 3, Zinoviev. He plays it right-hand side to Trushev for Ukraine. Right-footed ball from deep into the area. Goalkeeper comes and gathers. Fumbled initially, but caught it comfortably at the second attempt. Brazil absolutely solid at the back, and the work rate, especially from Cabral da Costa, has been outstanding. Clearance away from Brazil, drops out of play down their right-hand side, deep in the left-back position for Ukraine. Dutko to the edge of their area. Ukraine roll it away, 5 yards away from the right edge of their penalty area, and they're able to bring it away with Trushev. Over halfway, right-hand side for Ukraine. Midway through Brazil's half of the field. Looking to bring it in to a more central position. Back towards the halfway line they go. Trushev to Antoniuk inside the centre circle. The Ukraine captain sets off on a bit of a run over to his right-hand side and feeds it down that right now to Trushev. Trushev, he'll come back a couple of yards and back to Antoniuk on halfway. Antoniuk into the centre circle he goes with a low ball to Zinoviev again. He rolls it to the left-hand side, and Ukraine keeping possession now with Dotsenko in towards the edge of the D. Panamariov trying to return the ball back the way it came, but Brazil head clear. Ukraine from the centre circle inside their own half now, work it to this left-hand side with Panamariov. Ukraine coming forward down the left. Little slip by Panamariov, but keeps going down by the corner left-hand side. Got a cross in, little deflection on it, but bounced back off him and behind for a goal kick. So 29 minutes gone into the final minute here at the Riverbank Arena of this first half. And Brazil, at the moment, are going to be topping Group B, which would mean that would set up a clash with Islamic Republic of Iran. And a clearance away from the edge of the small area. Brazil keeping possession, looking to work it back into the centre circle. The goal scorer of Brazil in possession there, and trying to work it all the way back to the edge of the area. Brazil all the way back to their goalkeeper with Dos Santos Ferreira, just outside the inner box inside the penalty area there. And it works it away towards the right corner of the penalty area before making a clearance away downfield. Right-footed ball, picks out a Brazil shirt in the form of Almeida de Souza. He turns away around the right-hand side, tries to keep the ball in play and does. Look like he did. That's a close call by the official on this near side, and he's given that as a Ukraine throw. Ukraine throw, a lovely bit of skill down that right-hand side from Almeida de Souza for Brazil. Is given as a throw though for Ukraine. 1 minute of added on time to be included in this first half.
1 minute additional time.
Just into that 1 minute added on time now. Now this throw will be taken by Ukraine. Bit of water just being taken on board there for Cabral da Costa, the number 5 for Brazil. Just off the pitch at the moment, I think wanting a little bit of treatment perhaps is what's being administered here. And a little break in play at the moment actually. I think they just indicate maybe a bit of blood on the shirt there from Cabral da Costa, which I think the officials are indicating he might need to change his shirt. But Brazil a man light at the moment as Ukraine bring it up towards the edge of the area. Dutko inside the box, goalkeeper manages to push it behind. Well, it was clever play by Trushev. He opted not to touch the ball on that inner box, dummied it, and the goalkeeper just pushed it behind. In comes the corner, but that is the half-time whistle, and Brazil are in front against the current Paralympic gold medalist Ukraine at half-time. I'll be back in about 15 minutes time. Half-time though, Brazil 1, Ukraine 0.
Time in 7-a-side is 15 minutes long. You have time if you wish to pop out and get some food or a drink, or by all means stay here and we'll keep you entertained. Remember, there's no smoking in the ground. There is a smoking area next to the gourmet sausage stand outside, so